this to my Facebook, and I don't see it yet. I see it now. All right. Don't go into the, oh no, going into the abyss of feeding back. No. All right. I'm sharing this page. So exciting. How are you guys doing today? We are making chicken shawarma. And I can't get this page to share.
Did you share it yet?
No, I don't know how to. Sorry, everybody. No one will watch if I don't share it, and I don't know how to.
Yeah, we'll
Do you know how to share it? That would be awesome.
This thing?
All right. No, I want to share our live. We're live right now.
Have you found it yet?
Yeah, there. You just swiped it away. There it is. Oh, there we go. Good. Thanks, man.
I think that helps.
Awesome.
I think you should like
and then I liked it. So that that's gonna do the algorithm.
I think
Through the roof. Through the roof.
I think you have to. I like all of my posts now. I don't care.
Today we're making Toum and chicken shawarma, vegan. And Jeff is doing the.
Yeah. Did you tag me?
He's taking control. I can't talk and share at the same time.
All right.
I guess I gotta wait until you're done with your stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'll do.
So yes.
I'll do this.
Okay. So stop talking for 2 seconds. Did you share it?
No, I can't share it until I'm not talking.
I thought. Okay.
So
all right.
Unless you want to entertain
Yes.
for a second, and then
Hey everybody.
I'll share it.
We are going to be making a Middle Eastern sauce called Toum. It's more popular if you're familiar with a shawarma. So we are going to be making a vegan chicken shawarma. The sauce naturally is vegan, so it's not a vegan version of it. It's just what it is, and it's and hey, I'm gonna go live on here.
And I gotta say, spelling shawarma has been an issue for me this entire time. So that's been a bummer. All right.
Yeah,
you want me to tag
she-
which one?
Jeffrey.
All right, Jeffrey. That's his whole name, if you guys were wondering where he got this Jeff from. Nicknames. I swear.
Nicknames. What?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do with nicknames?
Come chat. So chat with us, please, because
Chat
it's
with
more
us.
fun when you chat.
I had this ready, but then I didn't tag you. Because on Facebook, you're not Esther Toy, you're Esther Nevarez.
Yeah, that'll do it. But my page says Esther Toy. You make vegan chicken shawarma. All right, so I'm tagging you. We're good. We're done with the taggings.
Yay!
Let's just go live on my page too. It doesn't work.
All right, what's going on?
So Jeff is going to be using this food processor.
Yeah.
This is a food processor. I did not know they made food processors this small. I thought to get a food processor, you had to buy a house.
You had to own a.
You had to own a whole ass house. That's what I thought happened. But apparently, you can buy these tiny ass food processors, and it's cute. So
What makes it cute?
it's little.
All right.
It's blue.
And it's blue and cute.
That's what makes it cute.
Okay. So I'm gonna share it.
All right. Yeah, my sharing everything just drove everyone away. I have literally started out with 6 people, and
We're back.
because I shared it. The whole point was to try to get people sharing, and then it was a big fail. But anyway, yeah. All right. We got 2 people now, so talk to them.
All right. What's up,
we got
2 people?
Food processor.
We got a food processor. We're making some chicken shawarma.
Vegetable oil, lemon juice, fresh lemon juice that Jeff squeezed with his own hands.
From a lemon.
From a lemon. Did you guys know lemon juice comes from?
From a lemon.
From a lemon. Some people think it comes in a bottle.
Yeah, it doesn't.
No, it comes
I
from
used
a
one of
lemon.
these little fancy. Used one of these little fancy guys. And
If you're Mexican, you should have one of those. I found that out too.
or if you like lemons.
Whatever.
So
It's like, if you're not Mexican, if you have it, cool. But if you're Mexican, I think legally you should own that. And I didn't know. My parents failed me.
your parents failed you?
They did. And then they This is another, like, if you're Mexican, you should have a tortilla holder.
So we're.
Warmer thing, because it keeps the tortillas warm. This one
Do you
has chili.
guys have a tortilla warmer? I need to view my.
And then you put the tortillas in there.
What are we doing here? Hey, Kay.
Although my family used to just put them in a dish.
Today we are making chicken shawarmas, vegan chicken shawarmas, and we are using garlic. And I'm not even really a fan of garlic by itself, but somehow I like a thing that's mainly garlic.
Yeah,
that's how.
It's so weird.
That's how cooking works, I guess.
Garlic is in the onion family, and I hate onions. But then I like
hate onions.
Some onion asides. Like I don't hate it when onion powder is and stuff.
Yeah.
And when I did eat dairy, I ate the shit out of onion dip.
Yeah, exactly. Tea time.
Like.
Lemon juice from a lemon.
Yes, yes.
Who knew? You're in for a treat, Jeff. Yeah. So.
How did the comments come from the top or the bottom? The top.
The top. The top is the most recent. So if you see something on the bottom, that's an emergency comment. It's gonna go away.
Shawarma is the shit, and that is really true. I didn't even know there was vegetarian shawarma, because right now we're in LA. We were in the Detroit area, and Detroit is next to Dearborn, and Dearborn has the highest population of Middle Eastern people, second to the Middle East, in a concentration of an area.
Yeah.
And Dearborn's a city. Yep. And so we were by some of the best Middle Eastern food in the world. And I miss it now because at the time, I feel like I ate Middle Eastern food like once a week. And not even that I wanted to. It'd be like, I'd be at work. They're like, we're buying you lunch. Here's Middle Eastern food. Like, it was constant. And here in LA, not as much Middle Eastern food.
Not as much Middle Eastern food.
So, Jeff, well, also you ate it from a place. You ate vegetarian shawarma from some place in Detroit. I didn't even know that was an option. I've never seen it on the menu. Any place that I went, there was not.
You gotta be one of those picky vegans where you gotta ask questions.
I was vegetarian forever.
I know you were.
And apparently, I don't know. And I was picky.
Yes.
A lot of times in Middle Eastern restaurants, they cook the onions within everything. So then I ask them, like, can I have it without onions? They're like, we put them all in.
I mean, I'm only halfway sure that it was Bucharest. I just had food appear. Before I was,
before you were vegan, you were vegetarian.
Yeah, so when I was vegetarian, it was easier. People just handed me things. I'm like, is there onions in there? They're like, no. I'm like, all right, sounds good. Off to a good start. So, for your garlicking,
you want me to explain what you're gonna do, or do you want?
I'm gonna try, and then you interpret because I'm gonna say it wrong.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to say stuff.
Gonna say like the magical ending of it all.
No. That was going to be magic.
All right.
First, I'm going to show this and be like, when you do that, it's going to turn out like that.
Yeah. You know, sometimes if you've watched this before, people are like, why isn't Jeff doing anything?
Oh, so I'm trying to do stuff.
Today is his, you're the boss.
So in garlic, there's these little green pieces of shit. It's garlic shit. Garlic shit looks green. And it's not in every piece of garlic. Sometimes it is. I don't know the rules. But this is the longest part of the entire process. Is taking out the garlic shit. Did I miss a garlic shit in here? You can kind of see some left. Okay, so yeah. So you take out the little garlic shits, the little green little things inside. And
I don't know what it is. It is. Oh wow, you dropped one.
Oh man, I dropped one.
It's the thing that if you have garlic for too long in your refrigerator or wherever you store it, which I have done, that's what'll grow. Like a potato grows.
It grows the green
that
shit.
Little thing will just grow out, and then
wow.
you're like, oh, I've had this for too long.
So normally you'd put a lot more in here, but today I'm just going to kind of show you. I have made some. I'll show you what it looks like at the end. And I want to show you the process.
What's the proportions about?
Okay, so with the garlic, they say the portions that they give you is for people that have like an adult size food processor.
And a huge family.
Nobody in a huge family. Nobody in the entire internet will give you the correct proportion if you have anything other than the largest food processor in the world.
But you just cut it down proportionally, right?
We're trying to start
cooking.
Huh?
You just do the math.
Yeah, so you can do the math, but the math, I still disagree with the math. Tony said, "I love you so much. You're the least obnoxious vegan I've ever met." I was a horribly obnoxious vegan. Thanks for making me realize it wasn't a food with me. What? How are you obnoxious with it? I'm more obnoxious to like my friends directly because it's fun. Like the way that they pick on me for being vegan, I pick on them. You know, I'd be like, so what animal are you going to murder today? Like, that's how I talk to my friends. When I'm talking to strangers, you know, I don't want, yeah, give vegetarian a shot. You'd be surprised. The craziest thing, when I went vegan was I've always been somewhat skinny, but still there was like 10 pounds of milk that just not having milk. You know something's bad for you when you go a month without having it and you just immediately, you don't even have to exercise. If you just don't have milk and cheese, you will automatically boost and lose a little bit of weight. Guaranteed. It doesn't matter what your size you're starting from.
Like granola bars and chips and just weird stuff that I still eat the stuff.
Sure.
But I just get the ones without the milk dust in it.
Chicken and eggs for breakfast. Is that messed up? Hey, I don't know. This is what we're doing. So we got, what was your question? Oh, proportions. So they say to use a cup of peeled garlic. When I did that, it was way too much. I had to like take some out when I was making it and move it to another container. It was a whole thing. It was fucking crazy. So I don't eat bacon either. That comes from an animal. So that, I love when people just list animals and they're like, well, what about chicken though? And I'm like, that's another animal. So they say to use up to 3 cups of vegetable oil, canola oil.
They said any oil that
doesn't have too much flavor.
Too much flavor. Yeah. So olive oil probably has a little too much flavor for this. Although I mean, I don't know.
Sure. Maybe we like the flavor. Who
maybe
knows?
a Middle Eastern person can correct us and we will.
Sure. Absolutely.
Bow to that knowledge.
Thanks, Devin.
Yay, Devin.
But it says to use up to 3 cups, and it does say that you might not need 3 cups. So in the instructions that I read in the ingredients, it said use up to 3 cups of oil. You might not need that much. It says to use I believe it said 1/4 or 1/2 cup of lemon juice. I'm going more than that anyway, so I can't remember the instructions. Whenever I read lemon juice, I just add more. I think it'll taste better with more. And
so right now you're kind of going to a third of the recipe.
Kind of going to a third of the recipe. Yeah.
A third cup of those, and then more lemon juice than you need.
And then
a cup of oil, a third cup of those.
And then a teaspoon of salt is what it says as well. Now,
and a teaspoon, so you're going to do like close to a third of a teaspoon.
I'll probably add a full teaspoon because I'm going to add this later. I'm going to finish this later. So the problem with making this, is that it has to be done slowly, and you can't rush it. If you rush it, it just.
But if you were giving somebody like, here's a general recipe.
Sure, I would give a third of
you give a cup of oil, a third cup of garlic.
Yeah, you're right.
The salt, and then
Garlic is good. Yeah, I'm just now starting to like garlic. I live vegan vicariously through you both. Get to cooking. Fist is balled up, yelling at my phone. Yeah, I'm going to show you what it looks like very shortly. So, it has to be done.
And this thing has to be dry.
It has to be dry. If you have your food processor wet, because you know I rinsed off the garlic before we did all this, and I dried it. If you have any moisture in here, it fucks it up. And
that's the scientific.
That's the science behind it. It fucks it up. Even so much that they recommend when you put it in the fridge for the first couple of days, which this lasts for like a month, by the way, when you make this stuff.
Really cool.
It's good for like a month. when you put it in the fridge, they recommend not using a top because then the condensation from it can get it more wet and moist inside, and then it can fuck it up again. So put a paper towel over it when you're done. I'll show you that.
I don't know the science. If anybody knows the science.
We're going in. So I'm going to start off with some salt. Can you open this?
Yep.
Because I'm
I
in a
have
hurry.
nails. I open everything in the house that requires nails.
I think they need to stop making things need nails. I think that they're. I think that it's like.
So you're putting a whole teaspoon of salt.
Yeah, because I'm gonna add more garlic later to make the. I don't know if you can even make a third of it. I don't know. This might turn out like shit. I have no idea. I've never made this. I've never made this small amount before.
Okay.
So.
Well, if it's too salty, I don't care.
Yeah.
I love salt.
Yeah, you salt.
I'll add more
you
salt.
salt first and ask questions later. That's how you live your life. But I'm not going to use the whole salt, but I don't know how to do it.
All right.
There's no third of a teaspoon. I'm not doing math. This isn't a math show, Esther.
I'm just saying.
I know. I'm just. So, you have to do it slow. It's not working. All right.
Oh, man.
Is it plugged in?
It's
you remember
plugged in.
how? Oh,
Yep,
okay.
there we go.
So it recommends doing a slight drizzle and literally as slow as you can possibly do it is how fast you want to do it.
Can I take your phone?
Yeah. You want to go as slow as possible.
Whoa.
Okay, well, are you looking at anything?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just your cord.
Oh, yeah. Oh, when I looked at it for a second, it was just moving into my eyebrow. So you want to go as slow as possible. And then
I could do the ant too.
Periodically, you're going to want to.
I hate your thing.
Oh, it wasn't. It was partially in here and partially in here. This
well,
one's
then I
on
don't
here.
hate your thing. I
This
still
is-
hate your thing. Why is it?
It had.
Sorry. I don't know how to use the thing. Sorry, guys. I moved it. I thought it was possible, and it wasn't.
It's fine. Here we go. All right.
All right.
So
Now I'm moving
you have
this 'cause I can.
to. So then it recommends. There's usually sometimes more, and then you're gonna have to periodically. You're gonna have to like shove it down, smush it down. There's not that much on this one because we used a third of the point. Not really that much smushing going on. And then periodically, you're gonna just take turns adding some of the lemon juice and adding some of the problem with the fresh squeezed lemon juice with the food processor like this is that the pulp can get stuck in the thing, and then you gotta like I don't know mess with it a little bit. I just take turns putting the lemon in because I feel like I just made up that maybe it mixes it in better. But I don't want to. It tastes great, so I'm not going to do this for the whole episode. I'm only going to do this for just like a few more minutes,
already made one.
and then I'm going to show you what it turns out to.
Let's see what they said. Somebody said a thing.
It's very loud and annoying, and if you do it at night, then it wakes up everybody and you're self-conscious.
Everyone in the neighborhood.
What
Devin said, I love you guys. I also struggle with fractions and the proportions. You are very adventurous. I love it. Thank you, Devin.
Yeah, you have to kind of experiment with stuff. If you do it in the wrong, if you go too fast, what's the word? Give me a word.
Emulsify?
Yeah, something with emulsify has to do with this. I don't know if it's
science.
but it breaks it up because the goal is to make it more of a thick paste almost and fluffy. And if you do it too fast, if you just pour this in and then mix it, you have to start over. Once it's broken, you can't fluff it up after. So you want to go as slow as you can. Once we're done with this 1 cup, I'm going to see what this looks like here. How it said that the process takes like 10 to 15 minutes. So that's the speed that you want to go at.
Take the one out that you made?
Yeah, so take that one out in the fridge if you don't mind. I'm going to add the lemon juice to this.
And London said it's fine, no biggie, and I don't know what that's referring to. But
I think the camera.
Oh.
Your camera work, maybe they were like, don't worry about it.
Excellent. Literally chemistry. Oh, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
This is chemistry, and I don't know it because he looked it up. So I will say, this is all Jeff.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. When he even said the thing, I was like, emulsify? I think that's the thing. But he read all the do's and don'ts.
Our future roommate, good friend of ours, comedian Ron Taylor, actually, is the inspiration behind this.
It's his food process.
This is his food process. He's not even vegan, and he makes more vegan food than we do.
He's a very good cook. He has a show on YouTube called Van Cooked Meals because Ron used to live in a van, comedian, and he in LA, and he started cooking. Well, he's always cooking, but he cooked in his van all these like amazing meals, like big meals in his van.
I just want to see if I can finish this little bit and then not wait. Hopefully, it doesn't ruin it later when we get back to it. But yeah, Van Cooked Meals. Check out that as well. Check out Van Cooked Meals. He's had some, comedians you've never heard of.
He has a lot of
some big name comedians.
It's
just a variety of.
So this is the actual done stuff, so that we don't make this food processing noise for the entire episode.
And it might start a little watery to start with until you make it thicker.
You can see the jiggle.
Because right now this is
Jiggle.
Yeah, you see the jiggle? Right now, there's no jiggle in this one. So it's either I went too fast for the sake of the show, I put too much lemon juice in to start with, or I didn't put enough oil in, or I don't know.
We'll figure that out later.
We'll figure that out later. But when you take it slow and you're not rushing for people at home.
The jiggle should be that of some like young natural titties. I think that's what the jiggle is.
Young natural titties? Is that now how young are we talking about?
Not like
all right.
illegal.
Okay, I don't know. Let the people
like
know
some, like,
the age of the titties that you're comparing the jiggle of this.
Like some later gen, like some late Gen Z.
Okay, 22-year-old titties.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you jiggle it, like they jiggle.
Yeah. So
but
that's
not like.
So that's what
not
we're
like
working with here.
Senior citizen titty.
They grown. They can decide what they have for breakfast.
Oh, she said you forgot to pay your cash app stretch.
Yeah, I don't know. I did it once and then I felt weird. One guy messaged me $1, and then I tried the cash app like 3 other times and I didn't get anything, and then I was like, I feel weird. I feel uncomfortable.
If you want to donate anything, donate to Planet Ant. Planet Ant is a improv theater in Detroit.
Yeah.
Planet Ant Live Network, and all theaters are going, not going under, but they're having a hard time right now.
If you help them, then that is helping us.
Yes, the arts in general
Planet Ant Live Network is what we go through. So the more that, and if anybody did want to donate any money, that would be the same as helping us. Next, so we maybe we'll do this last. The warming of the shawarma before we put the chicken on there. All right, we got the chicken.
We are using Morningstar.
We're using Morningstar today.
Oh wait, we need oil. You gonna tear it? Oh, it tore! Yay!
So, there we go. All right.
Yeah, and there's other live shows on Planet Ant Network too. There's podcasts. We have a podcast on Planet Ant Network.
It says something about adding some water.
Oh yeah, I forget how this is. All right, in a skillet. Place frozen strips in a skillet. Add water. Yeah.
Okay, we need to move the spices over to this side of the kitchen.
All right.
So the food
entire bag.
So then we got all the spices in the world that we're working with. Thanks for reminding us, London, that we didn't put the cash app. It kind of makes me feel like maybe I should someday. So
that's the frozen-y.
That's the frozen-y chicken.
I just feel like they're a little big, and I want to cut them in half.
And you cut them in half once they're cooked.
Yeah. Oh shit! I spilled some salt. Oh. Sorry. It's good luck. Oops.
What? Oh yeah. Did you just make that up?
Oh, when people throw salt over their shoulder.
Is that
2 tablespoons?
That's only for marriage, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Or do people? I see people throwing salt and shit. Like when people get married, people aren't just randomly throwing salt just
I just
willy
see
nilly.
people
Are they?
salt
People just
and
walking
things.
around the street, just like, man, today sucks. Just,
Whenever I see that someone remembered it's a thing, they're like, throw salt on your shoulder and make
I
a
don't know.
wish.
Anybody else just hear about this throwing salt?
I only throw salt when it's an accident, and then I just make a wish. Place frozen strips out of the water, cook over medium heat, occasionally. Yeah, I never remember if it says to shut it, to cover it, but I don't think this covers it. I think it's just, because we put oil too. It says to only put water, but I put water, I cook it for a while, and
I
then
add some oil and spices.
Yeah.
Is this on? Okay, and then I did think that it said to cover it, or at least that's what I did before. Last time I would. I added like I put a plate over it or something. So so right now we got the chicken.
I should have used the other one then. We have one with a lid. And it might be dirty. All right. So
we're making the chicken right now. This is what the chicken shawarma stuff. And you see, it's 4 ingredients. It's garlic, salt, lemon juice, and oil. So it's a very easy thing that people can make at home. It lasts forever. It lasts for like 4 weeks.
that's what you do when you don't have a lid, is you put a plate on it. And that's how I feel like putting a plate over a pan is one of those
anybody
things
else
that
cook like this? Anybody else just use a plate?
it's one of those things that I think would be in like you know your Mexican family when they do this, or you grew up in a black household and you do this, but it's really just anybody.
Because so many of those people would share memes of like, you grew up in a black household, you grew up in a Mexican household, and I'm just like, I think this meme is just referring to people that didn't grow up wealthy.
Yeah,
because a lot of those things, but I'm like, we did that. I'm like, you just mean poor people.
Yep.
Where
while we're waiting, I'm just gonna show everybody my tomato. I grew this.
She's growing tomatoes.
Finally grew a tomato. It takes way longer in California for a tomato to grow, apparently.
But I feel like we should grow ourselves, and then we should just sell them outside of pizza restaurants for like extra toppings. That's what I think.
Oh, that's what you wanted to sell.
I wanted to sell.
You wanted to sit
you know how
outside
much? You know how much adding tomatoes? This might cost fucking $3 to add to a pizza yourself. You could just show up and be like, man, I got the tomatoes right here.
And then you're outside with a trench coat, like I got toppings.
I got toppings.
Sounds like a
days.
terrible Little Caesars commercial, but it sounds like. All right. So we're gonna put tomatoes on our sandwich, but while we're waiting for this to cook, oh yeah, I guess we should kind of time it.
Oh yeah, she doesn't believe in timing. She, once again, if you follow this show, she does not believe in timing things.
But you know what I do believe in? The 99-cent store.
Oh God!
And I really wish that we would be sponsored by it. That's what we need to tag.
We need to tag the 99-cent store.
We need to tag the 99-cent store. Where did your garlic come from? The 99-cent store. Where did these lemons come from?
The 99-cent store.
3 garlic bulbs for $1. Giant bag of lemons.
Yeah, nobody's messing with the deals at the 99-cent store. Nobody is. Nobody's messing.
Bottle of, where did that thing go? The biggest bottle of vegetable oil you've ever seen.
So the problem with this plate method is
$1.99. Yeah. It's as big as your head.
Oh, Jesus. The problem with this plate method is how do we get the plate off?
Yeah, it's really difficult. It's not easy. You have to do.
Yeah, so now, look at this. This is what happens when.
And then you have to use another.
One side.
Yeah, you have to use 2 gloves, and I've done it before.
We're struggling here, but
I want to eat. I want to eat our tomato. I don't want to eat it alone. Like just by itself, savor the flavor. Well, not.
I just want to make sure that we, at some point, we have to add all the seasoning to it.
Yes.
So
okay.
Can we go over the seasoning though? So the seasoning that it recommends is cumin.
Wait, where's another glove? Oh, I found it.
So cumin, paprika, cinnamon. Who fucking knew? Who knew?
I didn't know. I'll tell you right now, I didn't know.
Ginger, turmeric, oregano, and then we got something, Penzi spice. Really recommend the Penzi Spice Company.
Yep.
This is a smoky seasoned salt. It just has a lot of the ingredients that they recommend to put on here.
Because they asked for
smoked
smoked paprika, yeah, and we only had regular paprika.
And a whole bunch of other stuff they recommend. So we are going to use that. Right now, we're making the chicken look like chicken.
I don't know what the best, fake chicken is. I don't know what your, if anybody watching has any favorite fake chicken.
Should we
share
put the flame a little bit lower so it doesn't, I feel like it won't burn as much on the side?
And I'm going to add some oil.
All right.
I'm just cutting the chicken right now. I don't know why I'm obsessed with the
Yeah, I will wait till later. Maybe it's easier to, to do stuff that way.
Gonna show the chicken.
Oh, and you forgot the chicken.
Chickens.
Where's the? I told you one.
Oh, chicken flavor.
Yeah, we even add chicken flavor to our chicken.
Vegan chicken flavor from Trader Joe's.
So good.
So good.
So good. Get some vegan chicken flavor. Just add it to whatever. Add it to your rice. Add it to your noodles.
It reminds me of Frankenmuth. If you know what Frankenmuth is, it's a chicken restaurant in Frankenmuth, Michigan. They had chicken seasoning, which I thought was weird because they served chicken, yet they had chicken seasoning, and we used to put the chicken seasoning on the noodles.
No, Frankenmuth? Frankenmuth is a city in Michigan where they all believe in Santa Claus all year round.
Well, yeah. There's a store.
Celebrate Christmas.
That's higher than I thought. There's a store called Bronner's that is open every day, and they have Christmas stuff.
It's weird.
All year.
That's weird. Who celebrates Christmas all year? It's weird. What are they talking about?
Ooh. She said, I like to bake chicken with coconut milk and ginger. That sounds amazing.
Oh, wow. Interesting. I'm scared of it.
You're scared of coconut milk, but you need coconut milk when you have Thai food.
I guess, if you say so.
You love it.
If you say so. This to me also just tastes, the chicken seasoning to me also tastes like in ramen noodles, the chicken seasoning packet, just without it killing you as much. Not the 5,000% of your daily sodium or whatever.
Yeah, Jeff keeps reading about how ramen noodles are going to kill us.
Yeah, and I've read that for like 30 years. That's been a fact my whole life, and she just keeps on wanting to pretend like that's not true. Ramen noodles, I love them. Yeah. I love them. That doesn't mean that I don't think that it's killing us. It's killing us. We are going to, every time you eat it, you die 5 minutes, at least a half an hour sooner. That's what it says.
No. And then she adds soy sauce and garam masala. Ooh, or curry. Oh, man. I want to try that. That sounds awesome.
When are we adding the seasoning? You're adding it now. I want it to be before it's done.
Yes. Do it now.
We're going to add some seasoning.
Add all the seasonings. That sounds great. We also, yesterday at the 99-cent store on the impulse buy, got an air fryer.
Yeah.
I made fries and they were really good.
Anybody else got an air fryer?
Now I want to do
air
fryer stuff.
I saw people getting upset I saw some video of somebody getting mad at people that are happy that they have an air fryer. I don't know why people get upset at people that are happy about stuff. I love it. I love it. I'm going to talk about it all the time. Ramen noodles are coated in wax. No. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's bad.
We're going live on different networks, so if you hear us reading comments from something else, just know that they're coming from somewhere else.
Oh my god, wax. That reminds me of like wax lips. That candy. I feel like we used to eat wax.
Yeah. So right now I'm gonna add a whole bunch of seasoning. Not sure if you guys can see it.
I'll hold it.
Yeah.
Do the seasoning.
All right. So we're gonna add. I'm adding a whole bunch of the chicken seasoning.
Make the chicken chickenier.
That's what I'm doing. This is gonna be the chickeniest chicken.
Chickeniest chicken that
ever chicken.
Oh shit!
Stop it! Stop it! It was shooting up at me. All right.
We'll do that. Turmeric. Turmeric's super good for you.
So what do you do here? What a
Just
silly.
gotta take chances.
What a silly setup here.
I know.
Who should? Somebody's supposed to be fired. Who do we email to let them know this fucking weird? When I
That's
gotta
how
put it in
Toum
my
comes,
home and then do
guys.
it. This is stupid. Somebody should be fired for this. Hey, what's up, Planet Ant? Your husband keeps talking about getting an air fryer. Well, hey, listen to him.
I
Get
wonder,
it.
is this now that you're the one that was all team air fryer? Your
Yeah.
husband was all team air fryer. Is an air fryer like a
Just
dude
market
thing,
it?
like barbecue?
Is it a dude thing?
Oh man, it does look really fun to play.
Yeah.
Like when I thought of it when London mentioned the chicken
Paprika.
with coconut milk and
Um,
such. What am I going up, down?
Oh, so yeah, you can't even see how you're holding it. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go. All right, people can kind of see me. We're adding some
'Cause,
paprika.
I wonder how the sauce is in there because it's an air fryer. But then I looked up recipes and some of them have sauce.
There
so-
we go.
I don't understand that. I think air fryer. I think dry.
Ah, because of the air.
That's cumin. Yeah, the air part.
Cumin.
I like how Jeff
oregano.
doesn't care about food like the way that it's like different countries and different cultures have different food.
Yeah.
He's just like food is food.
Other people are like, well, you can't add this to that because that's adding Middle Eastern to Mexican, and I'm like, who made these rules? Why do you have so many rules to your life?
see, Oceans made these rules because they didn't have certain foods in their area.
Yeah, exactly. And
now
we're
we-
privileged ass Americans, so
Yeah.
we can do it. We
So
can,
you're all
we can add all this shit.
Be careful because that's the ginger that doesn't have top to. But I love how some food just overlaps and I never knew it. Like I didn't know how
All
much. Like cumin is
All
an
right.
ingredient in Mexican food. Like taco seasoning is cumin. But then Middle Eastern food, there's so much cumin. But I never thought of the overlap in that way.
So we-
Cilantro too.
Added a lot. Fucking bitch.
Oh shit. Sorry guys. We're back, I think. Uh-oh. I don't know how to do it. Phone fell. We had a problem. Yeah, London said, fuck the rules, do you? That's how Jeff's rolling.
That's the correct thing.
I know.
That's
You
not
got
my
me
rules.
to.
They are correct. It's
You got me
correct.
to bend way more.
Whatever makes food taste better is what you do. It doesn't matter
Yep.
because people didn't know what spices were on another continent.
But I gotta say, part of my reasoning to you that I'm always like, why are you doing that? Is because he wants to put hot sauce on everything.
Hot sauce makes everything taste better,
But
and
then
she
also-
disagrees.
He has acid reflux.
So
So sometimes I
doesn't mean it
try
doesn't taste better.
to like make something that doesn't require hot sauce. And then somehow we're eating mashed potatoes and corn and he's like, well, I just want to put some hot sauce in the mashed potatoes because you can't eat a potato without hot sauce on
You
it.
can't just have a bare potato. You're just gonna have a
I
potato.
eat their potatoes. Well, it's salt, but I eat it.
Have a potato, just bare potato. Just eat a fucking potato like a crazy person. Like the hanging lights. Oh yeah, I forget that.
You can see it all. Our living room is kind of a hot mess right now.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
sorry about that.
When we moved in, our roommate had Christmas lights like all over the wall, and
I love it.
we just kept it.
But-
So for a moment,
She said hot sauce on
Like-
everything tends to be a characteristic of men.
you didn't see how the camera angle. You just held the camera without looking at all at how it looked.
Yeah, sorry.
And so, no. I looked insane, but there was no way to. I think you were also holding the camera with these gloves on. So I think that if you would have took these gloves off, it would. So somebody commented, felt for a moment like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh.
Yeah, because I had to get down. Because I had to get down.
Oh God!
So Ramesh, you are correct.
All right, bring these guys back for space.
For space.
And oh, you want them out? Too?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm never done with. If I get uncomfortable if I don't see the spices at all times until I'm done with my meal.
Literally.
I don't even.
Oh,
I'm done.
didn't we
I want to keep
lemon
some.
the thing before? too? Like squeeze literal lemon on it?
While it was cooking?
No, like on the sandwich before
Yes.
we ate it. We did
We
that.
did do that.
Oh,
I'm a
gotta
fan
find
of
the
that.
lemon. Yes, that's exciting to me.
It's exciting. I remembered something else about food.
Yes.
So I'm gonna show you guys what the chicken looks like seasoned now. Yeah, we getting there.
London
Starting
said
to-
that's why they need us. As in,
Yeah,
trying to keep you healthy. Although, I put salt on everything, and
She
you're
put
like, don't
salt-
do that. And
She
I'm
put
like,
salt
that's
before
just
she
how it is.
tastes it. She doesn't even
So
know what
that's
she's
how
making.
that
She doesn't even know that
looks.
she
It looks
wants the
very,
salt here yet.
it's very pretty. I think the
Yeah.
turmeric is super good for you because it reduces inflammation.
Ah.
Same with cumin. There's like turmeric, cumin, curcumin. I think cumin and curcumin are the same.
I'm gonna add some more. I'm gonna add some more chicken to
Oh
it.
man! But there's supplements you can take that are turmeric and curcumin.
But then if we're gonna add
Good
lemon, if
for
we're gonna squeeze lemon, then why don't we add lemon pepper?
Do it. You don't have to tell me twice. And we have 2 kinds of lemon pepper.
Yeah.
That's how life is. If you're gonna cook.
One's more lemon,
every
one's
day,
more
all
pepper.
day. Yeah, exactly. It really is. Trader Joe's lemon pepper is more savory and less than me.
All right. So how do we think the chicken looks? We think we're ready to show them. You're late, George. That's fine. That's fine, George. Today we're making a Middle Eastern. We're making a chicken shawarma, and we're using Toum is a Middle Eastern sauce that you use. Oh, does it go bad if it sits? Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So that's
Oh,
bad.
no.
So if you don't, so that's the problem with making this in a cooking show is
Uh-oh.
that you have to make. If you don't make the whole thing, it goes bad. So it's the science. You gotta. It's a timed issue. So I don't know. I did something wrong. I think I added too much lemon juice.
Okay.
But
It would have been right if you would have.
I learned things, and that's the if I go the wrong way to get to a place, I'm gonna only draw. That's how I'm gonna get there from now on. That's how I remember it. That's how I learned it. It's gonna take. I think.
Anyway,
fuzzy.
but I mean, the way that you did it was correct.
Made it
if you
correct.
would have continued.
If I would have continued.
Just didn't want to say.
So if you use the right portions and you take your time doing it, which I kind of rushed because I wanted to kind of show you guys how it would look.
So
but anyways,
it's not the worst.
it's not the worst, but it turns out like this: lemon juice, oil, salt, garlic, and we're making a chicken shawarma.
Are we
Think it's
done?
ready? I think. Let me try a chicken. Let's
I think
try.
we're done.
And we're done.
And we need lettuce.
Yeah. We're done. So we're gonna show you guys.
Tomato. Where is the tomato? Are we done with that tomato?
You took away the.
Oh,
Where did it go?
tomato.
It was out. We had it. The bread.
I got it.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna eat my garden tomato, but saving it. I just want to eat it alone. I'm not alone without you. I mean, alone as
So we got some Greek
not in a sandwich.
pita bread at Kroger right now.
See, the pita bread thing is different because this is not a Greek meal, but we have Greek pita bread. There's different kinds of pita bread.
I barely even believe there's different kinds of bread. I barely even agree with you on that. We got this bread. It's thick bread. That's what it's called. It's called thick bread.
It is
And
thick, like that is one of the characteristics of the Greek pita.
so I'm going to heat. I'm going to heat the pita bread on the stove and have it a little bit warm. Before,
That's another thing that if you are from Detroit, you already know this, but if you're not and you ever go to Detroit, the other thing that's cool about the food and cultures and everything, there's Middle Eastern and there's Greek, and there's something called Coney Islands, and those are the diners there, and they have Greek food. So it's weird. It's like they have hot dogs, like sandwiches, and Greek food.
Yeah.
It's such a weird. So they have tons of like pitas with this kind of bread and flaming cheese and.
Whoopah! They say whoopah when the cheese.
They burn it. They set it
they
on
burn
fire.
some cheese on fire. You
So
guys,
it's weird.
you guys
Like
know what's going on.
2 a.m, we go to get food after
Mhm.
drinking, and then all of a sudden someone's in the
You'd be at
and
you'd be at some. You'd be drunk at some Coney Island at some late night diner, and then there'd be some. You should see a flame just burst on somebody's table.
Yeah, it was so weird. I ate it once vegan, and it was good. I actually was semi-surprised as to how good it was.
All right. So
I don't know how you recreate that. Vegan. That would be hilarious.
Can you grab the amount of portions for both of us?
What, lettuce?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I just know sometimes she forgets that I eat with her, and she'll put stuff away if I don't keep my eye on her. We'll be eating the exact same meal, and every ingredient I'll have to retake out of the fridge after.
Yeah. That is a real thing.
Yeah, give it a whirl. London, make some chicken shawarmas. Show it. Let us know if it worked out.
Yeah.
So I'm heating this. This is kind of warm. We kind of did it.
I don't know if when you get them at a restaurant, is the bread heated?
Maybe.
I think like traditional Middle Eastern pita is thinner than that. And sometimes they put it in a press where they.
And the key ingredient is a pickle.
Oh yeah. So if you're in Detroit, you can get McClure's, which is the jam, local Detroit pickle. Detroit/Brooklyn pickle. It's weird what things a city manufactures food with.
Yeah, you know Detroit and their pickles.
Pickle. It really is though. I went to a pickle festival in Brooklyn one time.
You went to a pickle festival?
Maybe it was Soho. Shit.
Did they give out pickle T-shirts?
No, I
Pickle
would
merch?
have loved
They didn't
that.
have
But
pickle
there were
merch?
pickle everything that we could try. So I had tons of samples of pickle, and there was a McClure's table, and it was in New York, so they're Brooklyn McClure, and I was so excited. I'm like, oh my God, I'm from Detroit! I'm from Detroit! And they didn't care.
Couldn't have cared less.
They so didn't care. They're like, okay, do you want to try a pickle? I thought we were going to bond. And they didn't care. Want me to flip it?
Can you be? No, I don't flip it. You're only eating it on one side.
Okay. We're done? Woohoo! Alright.
I mean, just the inside needs to be.
What do you do? Butter knife?
Yeah.
That's true.
So here we
Doesn't
go.
matter which one?
Nope.
Alright. So this, don't you do the whole pita too?
I do the whole pita.
I don't put as much as he does. I'm scared every time. Because I just.
But you have to try it by itself for me.
Alright.
Because it doesn't taste as garlicky this time, and I think you're scared of it.
Yeah, it's just that I don't like a ton of garlic, but I love this shit though, but not as much as I like it. I mean, some people just can eat a clove of garlic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it tastes amazing.
Yeah.
Woo! It's really, 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 really good.
Yeah.
It's very lemony.
Yeah.
But that is the fun thing about just like cooking at home for yourself in general is that you can just, whatever you're into, add more.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna add way more. I'm gonna cake this.
I would kind of do one time.
Well, you're not allowed. You had your chance. Next, we're gonna add some chickens. Take some of this Morningstar chickenless chickens. We're getting there. We're getting there.
How is it that the servings on stuff always freak me out? Because it'll say like 5 servings, and then you and I'll just split it. I'm like, this is 2 servings. You kidding me right now?
Yeah. Servings
That's
is
a
a
big
joke.
lie.
Servings, I think servings is just a way for every single company to pretend like their shit is healthy. They're like, oh yeah, Doritos is fine. It's just the serving size is 3 chips.
Yeah, it's only 100 calories.
Yeah, you're just eating too many of them.
That's the problem. Just have 1 Dorito, savor it.
Just have 1 Dorito. That's your problem. All right.
Pickle.
Lettuce.
These guys, I wanted to lift it up. Yeah. I was going to show people what kind of pickle. But anyway, it's Simple Truth Organic from Kroger. I don't know why, but these are really, really good.
Big fan.
Compared to other, because I don't know, we eat a lot of pickles. Don't they usually have them long ways? Like cut?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to cut them how they have them at restaurants. Which
Put 'em
is,
long ways.
that's like the way that they cut pickles for Chicago-style hot dogs.
Yeah.
I love Chicago-style hot dogs.
We're getting there. Right now it's looking, ooh, look at that. Looking like a fucking chicken gordita. It looks beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you guys. More like bird servings. Exactly. Who's?
All right.
Exactly.
Pickle piece.
That's what it's like, London. What is this, a bird eating this?
Oh yeah, tomato. Man, I never think our kitchen is that small until we do this.
I'm going to squeeze my lemon on it.
Do you want tomato on yours?
Yeah, I want tomato on it. I'm going to squeeze some
All right.
lemon on it. Yeah. Hopefully I didn't squeeze a seed on there. The lemon's going to grow inside of me. Waka waka.
You used to believe that, right?
No.
Did.
There was a Rugrats episode that somebody accidentally had a watermelon seed, and she thought that Angelica thought that, or was it Chucky? Thought that, yeah, Chucky thought it, and Angelica lied and made her believe that that a watermelon was going to grow inside of them.
I really believed that a dandelion was going to grow inside of me.
What?
I ate a dandelion seed.
So why don't we go to the real part of the story? Why the hell did you eat a dandelion seed?
You know, like you blow them, and then the dandelion seeds fly all over.
And then you eat them?
And then I accidentally inhaled one. Oh, I cut this
Oh,
for
I'm
you.
sorry. I thought that you were cutting it for yourself.
Fine. Maybe. It'll be okay. All right.
All right.
Lemon. I'm salting because, we already talked about it.
We got anything else, or is this
And that's it.
it? You don't believe in adding it? If this was a restaurant, I'd add a dab of Red Hot. Right now, this is what we're looking at, people.
Look at how pretty.
Look at that.
I think that's everything.
Maybe get your husband an air fryer under the condition. London said, "I love how you guys prepare your meals together. My husband would never."
Oh.
So get your husband an air fryer with the condition that you guys have to make it together.
Yeah.
When you make your food, that's the condition. Otherwise, you take away his air fryer.
It is fun. I mean, we fight a little bit, but not as much as we could.
As we could.
Like there's a large ceiling we still got room.
So we're trying it as is.
All right,
We're doing it.
it's dripping right now.
Yeah, 'cause
not
the
sure
lemon
what
juice.
it's dripping. Oh, okay. What's going on? All right, we're doing it.
Yeah.
Tink. Ah. Mm-hmm. Man,
This is so good.
we're literally gonna eat this every day until it's gone.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Oh
else.
my god. Yeah, you're right. I don't even think I want hot sauce.
There's other stuff you can use the Toum for.
Yeah.
Make sandwiches with.
Oh
we
my
should branch out and try that, but I'm not sure what it is.
But yeah,
we'll look it up.
like you guys said in the comments, garlic is really good for you.
So are all the spices.
So are all the spices that they use. This stuff will last for like a month. It does not go bad right away. The first few days that you have it in the fridge, use a paper towel as the top. You don't want to put like a plastic top over it because then the condensation from the refrigerator can kind of get it to go down. And then if it gets too wet, then it emulsifies and it turns into this puddle that we have over here.
I swear that's the way you do it for real when you're doing it.
Yeah.
All right. We're good.
That's it, everybody.
Yeah.
Make
Thank
your
you
own.
for hanging out. It's way
Thanks
more
for hanging
fun
out,
to cook
London
when we
and
talk to people.
George, Ramesh.
It's way more fun to cook when people are hanging out with us.
Yeah.
This would have been like fun with each other, but more of a chore. But yeah, go like Planet Ant. It's Planet Ant DET for Detroit on all social media, Instagram, Facebook. Yes, take care, London. Thank you so much for hanging out. They're a theater in Hamtramck, Michigan, and they're doing improv classes online now. So there's improv boot camp. If you've ever taken improv or you've never taken improv and wanted to just try it for the Halloween, especially since you're in quarantine, well, sort of, who knows. Some people are locked up. Some people work at Ralph's. I don't know. But anyway, it's really fun, and it helps in just all aspects of life. So yeah, go to Planet Ant Podcast and like that page. We have a podcast called We're Freaking Out. And our next episode,
it's going to be about the episode.
This week is going to be about the show Woke.
About the show Woke. And we talked to a friend of ours who's one of the stars of the show, comedian T. Murph. And we talked to him about everything involved in his being on the show itself, and we just catch up in general. So
yeah, so check that out, and we'll post about that.
And
follow us on social media. Our social media is on.
There's some comedy classes that if you guys want to learn some stuff,
yes,
that
Jeff
I'm doing to help me with this plug.
All right, next
Saturday and Sunday.
Next Saturday's your comedy workshop?
Yes.
Next Saturday, Jeff has comedy workshop. He'll post about it on his social media.
Yep.
And next Sunday, I help run a comedy festival, Motor City Comedy Festival, and we're doing workshops, free workshops. Go sign up. I'll post in the comments.
And the workshop that I'll be doing with that will be more about content creating and digital media and making videos. As some of you might know that I do the Roast This Post, and
and that is free.
Like
so we'll put that in the comments of this.
So check out my social media. I've been promoting those more lately. If you guys, and I got some online shows. Not what day is today? Not tomorrow, but the Sunday after that, I'm doing an online show as
Laugh Factory.
At the
For the Laugh Factory.
For the Laugh Factory, a show called Chocolate Sundays. Yeah. Doing an online show this Monday. As well. So yeah, there'll be some more content in
we'll post
comedy
about it all on our
that
social
you guys
media.
can check out. Thank you guys for hanging out.
Thank you.